I can't believe it, but Test Room is already out for the Spring 2025 update. This is a lot earlier than I expected because I was looking at last year's Test Room drop, and it was like around mid-March, so we are super early compared to that. I don't know if KI's schedule this year is just like moved up or something, but you know, I appreciate it because it's cool to see them putting out things as soon as they're done with them, and if that's going to be an early test room, then that's what they're doing. So here we go. It is February 25th, and we have a full spring test room that is out. So I will be doing a live stream of this later today if you're watching this the day that I post it. But I want to review everything in my update note video because I feel like I try to do these every test room, and I want to continue doing that. So here's all the content that we'll be going through. Let's start with rank 4 magic weaving. We knew this was coming. And if you've gotten to rank 3 in any of the weaving schools, then you can now go ahead and take that to rank 4. You have to have completed Avalon in order to start doing this. So rank 4 is Avalon, completed Avalon, and then you can go to the trees and get a new quest. And with that, there's some new spells that you can get. Storm and Life get new utility spells. This is why I was weaving into Life as my Storm. They do have new blades if you weave with the Life school, and you can get a blade for your school and for Life. So that's great. And then some other schools have fusions, and I guess Fire Myth and Death get a new pet and new jewels. This is probably the biggest update in this test room, and this is what I'm going to focus on the most, and that is this Liches and Legends housing gauntlet. I feel like this is kind of the shining, star of this update because, I mean, look at all the text that they put here. There's a lot going on with this gauntlet, and I feel like this is a gauntlet that we've never seen before. We've never even seen anything like this gauntlet. I'm definitely excited to do this. This will probably be the first thing that I do on the stream. Basically, you can go in with up to 4 players, but you don't have to go in with 4. If you go in with like 2 or just solo, it'll fill in your party with other NPCs. You have to pick a class, so you will get polymorph. So this is a polymorph gauntlet, which is pretty crazy. You're going to be given a spell deck. You're going to have to use certain spells in order to defeat these enemies, and it is themed around D&D. So that picture of the person that was the header of Wizard101's Twitter, that was from the gauntlet, because they're kind of making it seem like, this player, this wizard is playing D&D, and then you are the characters inside the D&D board or whatever, the tabletop. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm really excited to do this. I think they've put a ton of time into it. It's kind of a choose your adventure type of thing too, because there's different choices. So there's 27 different combinations. So yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the best parts of this update, and I'm excited to try it. So I will definitely be doing that on the live stream soon. New Spellements and spell updates. All the content creators have covered this. I've covered it for Life and Fire, and there's not really much for me to say about this except that I hope that they review the Darkmoor spells and decide if they want to change those, because I think they should revert some of it. Maybe they've already done that. I just haven't really gone test from yet. So we'll see. We'll be monitoring what they do with the new shadow spells. But yeah, all those did get updated with Spellment paths, and the Scion spells also got updated. I've made tons of videos on that. The other thing that's interesting is they added cantrip chests to Polaris, Mirage, and Imperia. So that's good. And then there's also places where you can get these Spellments dropped in different worlds. The Retriever talents will work if you want to go to those worlds and unlock the wooden chests with your pet. You'll get Spellments from that. And you also can get Spellments from the Cabal Revenge raid. So that's cool. And then, of course, they added these Spellments to the Portal of Peril recipes, so you can get them there. So pretty much all the places that you would expect to get Spellments dropped, you can now get the new Spellments dropped for the shadow spells and all the stuff that they're adding Spellment paths to. Alright, Arc 3 boss rematches. This is definitely another part of the update that I'm going to be covering a lot on stream. So they have standard mode for all 3 of these, Spider, Trident, and the Rat. And then they also have challenge mode for these. On stream, I think the first day that I stream this, I'm probably going to be going through the standard mode for all 3 of these. So look forward to that. They are level 130, but I think in standard mode you can go in at a higher level, and I don't even know if it scales you. I think it only scales you in challenge mode. Yeah, challenge mode, you'll be scaled. So it doesn't scale you. Standard mode probably shouldn't be that difficult. But then challenge mode, I am excited to try the challenge mode for all 3 of these. So that'll probably be a different day, different stream that we do that. We try to tackle these in challenge mode because that could actually be difficult. So here's a nice update. They did change team up to show what level the other wizards are that are joining up in your group to form the team up. You can vote to start the timer early if you think you're good enough to go. That is now an option. You can chat with people that are in your team up while you're waiting. Lots of nice updates here. And then the other update is you can specify a level range of players that you want to help you. That's pretty massive. I mean, I guess you could specify players way higher level than you, but that doesn't mean that they're going to join. So that is kind of risky. You might not get a group if you do that. Donating pets. Okay, I thought this was going to be a new housing item or something that we could add, but what it really is just you can add your pets to the hatchmaking kiosk. I'm not sure about this, donated pets roam free around the pet pavilion. I guess it would only show for you if you've donated pets. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. You can just use the pet pavilion as your house where you just dump pets and just throw them everywhere. I'm not sure if I want to convert the pet pavilion into one of my storage houses where I just spam pets. But I guess you can do that. So that is a new option with the pet pavilion. This is the pet storage mechanic that we were talking about, that they were hinting about earlier. So that is now in test realm. There is a new Bazaar UI. I did see this screenshot leaked a while ago. I don't even know how it got leaked. But they are testing out this new UI. So it's in the Bazaar right now, and they are seeing from community feedback if this is the new direction they want to go with their UI. So I'll have to check it out and see what it looks like. I can kind of see a little bit from this screenshot, but I definitely want to look at it myself. Other UI updates. They've changed magic weaving to have this UI. This is the same UI that they have in the museum. So now you can see your percent completed on all the badges when you're going in and achieving like rank 1 or rank 2 weaving. You can see how far you are on these badges, because once you get far enough on the weaving, you have to complete 3 out of 5 tasks, and those are all badge related. So this will make it easier to see how far you are. So I already made a whole video on this, but they are updating Celestia. They're changing up the mobs. They're changing up mob decks. They're adding new auctionable gear. One thing I didn't mention is they're also adding a new non-auctionable level 60 gear. So that will be dropped from several bosses in Celestia. But keep in mind, this is worse than Waterworks, but it does have pin slots, like they were saying. So I guess this is more for people that want to dual school. You can do that at level 60 with this new gear set. The one miscellaneous change I will mention is when collecting the Prima Materia, other loot notifications are now displayed correctly. This was a problem during the guild museum runs because other loot notifications were hidden. You did get the loot, but it didn't show you it. So I am glad that they're changing that. That should be nice for future guild farming, guild museum farming. So that is it for the update notes. In terms of actual content that we can go through, it's going to be the Housing Gauntlet and the Arc 3 rematches. Everything else is kind of just, improvements, UI updates, quality of life changes, and stuff like that. I mean, I guess there is, the spell weaving, but spell weaving is not something that I'm going to be testing on test realm. I don't know. That's just not something that I think will be fun to show. I think I'll just wait for live realm on the rank 4. But I definitely want to run through the Gauntlet and the rematches. So look forward to that. I will be streaming later today. If you're watching this the day that I post it. If you guys are excited for test realm, definitely leave a like in this video. Subscribe for more Wiz videos in the future. Hope to see you guys at the stream later today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.